memorable day when I was judged for my appearance. One of the most memorable experiences in my life happened when I was working as a production operator. It is an experience that I still remember because it taught me an important lesson about perseverance and self confidence. I was born with a condition in both of my arms. Because of this condition, I cannot rotate my wrists in the same way that most people can. For example, when people extend their arms and turn their palms upward, I cannot make that movement. However, this condition does not stop me from living a normal life. I can study, work, carry objects, and perform many activities just like other people. The only difference is that sometimes I do things in a different way. Throughout my life, I have learned how to adapt and overcome challenges. When I applied for a job as a production operator, I was excited about the opportunity. Before I started working, I had already explained my condition to the company. They knew about it and accepted me. I felt happy because I wanted to prove that I was capable of doing the job. I knew that I could work hard and meet the company's expectations. During my first days at work, everything seemed normal. I was learning new tasks and getting familiar with the workplace. I tried to be responsible and pay attention to every instruction. However, after some time, I noticed that some people were looking at my arms. Some coworkers seemed curious, while others appeared doubtful about my abilities. A few supervisors and coworkers thought that I could not perform certain tasks. They assumed that my condition would prevent me from doing physical work. Sometimes they did not assign me the same responsibilities as other workers. They were worried that I might get injured or have difficulties completing tasks. Although I understood their concerns, I felt uncomfortable. I knew that they were judging me before they truly knew what I could do. I wanted people to see my abilities instead of focusing on my appearance. I wanted to be treated like any other employee. Every day, I arrived at work. I followed instructions carefully and completed my assignments. I always tried to do my best. I work hard. I take my responsibilities seriously. Because of that, I was determined to prove myself through my actions. There were moments when I felt frustrated. Some people continued to doubt me even after seeing my work. For example, I could carry boxes and move materials without problems. I simply used techniques that worked for me. I explained that I was capable of performing the task. However, not everyone believed me immediately. As the weeks passed, I continued working hard. I did not want to complain or argue. Instead, I focused on demonstrating my abilities. The busiest periods were during special campaigns such as Mother's Day, Christmas, and New Year. During those seasons, the production increased significantly. The company needed extra effort from all workers. Everyone had to contribute to meet the production goals. I wanted to help as much as possible. I knew that I could participate in the same activities as everyone else. However, there were still moments when some supervisors hesitated to assign certain tasks to me. This situation made me feel disappointed. I felt that people were making assumptions based on my appearance rather than my performance. Even so, I continued doing my job with dedication. I never allowed those doubts to stop me from working hard. Little by little, people started noticing my effort. They saw that I completed my tasks correctly and responsibly. They realized that I was reliable. They could depend on me when work became difficult. As time passed, my coworkers became more comfortable working. They began to understand that my condition was not a limitation. Some of them even asked questions about my arms. I explained my condition and they listened with respect. After learning more about me, many people changed their opinions. They understood that I was capable of doing the job. I have always believed that determination is stronger than obstacles. This belief helped me remain positive during difficult moments. I have worked hard to achieve my goals despite the challenges I have faced. I have learned that success often requires patience and persistence. During those months, I I have been showing my abilities through my work and dedication. My supervisors eventually noticed my performance. They saw that I could complete tasks efficiently and safely. They started giving me more opportunities and responsibilities. This change made me feel respected and appreciated. For the first time, I felt that people were recognizing my effort instead of focusing on my appearance. I became more confident and motivated. The experience taught me that actions are more powerful than words. Sometimes people judge others because they do not understand their situation. Many individuals form opinions based only on what they see. Unfortunately, they do not always take the time to learn the truth. That was exactly what happened. People saw my arms and assumed that I was unable to perform certain tasks. They did not know my abilities, my experience, or my determination. As a result, the respect I received gradually increased. Many people who had doubted changed their perspective. Some coworkers even told me that they admired my effort. Hearing those words made me feel proud. It showed me that perseverance can change people's opinions. I remained in that company for 2 years. During that time, I gained valuable experience and learned many lessons. I developed professional skills and improved my confidence. Most importantly, I proved to myself that I should never allow other people's judgments to define me. Today, I still remember those experiences clearly. They were sometimes difficult, but they helped me grow as a person. I am stronger because of those challenges. I am more confident because I learned to trust my own abilities. I know that everyone faces obstacles in life. Some obstacles are visible and others are not. My condition is visible, so people notice it immediately. However, I have learned that a visible difference does not determine a person's value. What truly matters is character, effort, and determination. This experience also taught me not to judge others. Now, I am trying to understand people before forming opinions about them. Everyone has a story that others cannot see. Everyone faces challenges that may be unknown to others. Because of this experience, I have become more understanding and respectful. I believe that people deserve to be evaluated based on their actions and appearance should never be the most important factor. Looking back, I am grateful for what I have. The experience was not easy, but it helped me become a better person. Taught me perseverance, patience, and confidence. Most importantly, taught me to believe in myself even when others doubt me. That is why this remains one of the most memorable experiences of my life. It is a memory that I will never forget.